Every morning Mr. Cheese says, "See ya," to his wife Louise. He takes his boat out on the lake, but doesn't fish, he only waits. He rows out to his special spot, out nearly 27 yards. And there he lets the anchor drop, off starboard side it falls kerplop. And then he sits with the broadest smile, as all the lovely waves go by. The ducks and ducklings paddle by, and puffy clouds float in the sky. And in his steel boat, cool and gray, waits Mr. Cheese on Crystal Lake. And the reason why he waits is clear, a true and trusted friend lives here. His tale began one fateful day, retold a million times since then, in which locals say that Mr. Cheese, out fishing on the open seas, in a fateful weary welcome flash inside his net a thing went splash. He took a closer look then sighed, and rubbed and blinked and rolled his eyes. For what he pulled out from the deep, was something he could not believe. It had long golden yellow locks, two pretty eyes, and slender arms. And when he shook it from his net, he saw a tail instead of legs. "Is this a mermaid I have caught?" asked Mr. Cheese. "What have I wrought? I fear some grief will on me fall, should I not free her from my haul." He loosed the creature from his net, then spoke as if he were her friend. "I'll nurse you back to health again, and you can rest and play and swim. And I'll set you free back at the place where I first found you on this day." But the mermaid was too sick to speak and closed her eyes and went to sleep. With nothing left to do but wait, he left her be there on that day. And no time was there left to ponder, there that day upon the sea. And still he scratched his head and wondered at this marvelous mystery. There was a lake just miles away where Mr. Cheese's cottage lay, where he then let the mermaid rest until she could regain her strength. Quite anxious grew old Mr. Cheese to give the fish her liberty, for he feared bad luck would on him fall should he not free her from his haul. Each night he'd have the same old dream that he had set the mermaid free. Yet every morning when he woke, his newfound friend lay at the shore. At home around his lake she swam, and ate and slept and brushed her hair. And pretty soon she found her voice and summoned Cheese thereupon to talk. Whereupon the mermaid spoke. She coughed, swam round, and cleared her throat. And what the fisherman's ears then heard was something strange and most absurd. She said, "I beg you, kindest friend, I wish not to be caught again. And so I ask a gift most true, please keep me on this lake with you. For I'm no fish, not quite a girl, but something of another world. And I can bring you many things, like coins and pearls and diamond rings, and sparkling gold and treasures lost, long overboard dropped or otherwise tossed. Yes, all of these I'll bring, you'll see, if you'll just keep me safe with thee. For I fear I might be caught again by a fisherman who's not my friend. There is no need for all those things, I'll gladly keep you safe and free. But if the day should ever come that you grow homesick and you long to go to sea, back where you're from, out well beyond the setting sun, I'll gladly do that thing instead, and take you back where we first met. You can't be happy held in chains, far from your beckoning, welcome waves. Please reconsider what you wish, and if you do, I'll grant you this." "I'm certain," said the mermaid then, as Mr. Cheese unwound his net. "If that's your wish, so let it be. I'll gladly keep you safe with me." He kept her there on Crystal Lake, where she could rest and swim and play. And as she promised Mr. Cheese, she brought him treasures from the deep. Some of the finest riches seen, in numbers that could not be dreamed, all magically and by surprise appeared before his welcome eyes. He took back some to wife Louise, and gave the rest to charity, and to those he knew that were in need, from that day on lived happily. And the fisherman who had been poor, was rich with friendship, love, and more. And grateful was he to his friend, whose injuries he swore to mend. True to his word, Cheese kept her safe, and healthy, and well entertained. He kept his promise from that day, and sheltered her on Crystal Lake. Over many years this friendship's grown, through dark cold nights, and tempests blown. And the reason why this friendship bloomed, is simple, it's what friendships do. And every morning, Mr. Cheese rose out to keep her company. And there he sits on Crystal Lake, but doesn't fish, he only waits. And the reason why he waits is clear, a true and trusted friend lives here.